Coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Taylor. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Ready. White 25. 54 miles. Check tight. Flip. Mark 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Locke. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Broncos.
And it's fielded at the 34. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
The 46-yard line.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A good pickup there of 20 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
Come on, let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Easy, easy.
The give to Taylor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Second and 11 now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Watch the slap. Mike, go. Wait.
From the gun, Winston. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Winston on 3rd and 2. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot to the top of the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
Ready? Flat 22.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
53 to Mike. 53. Shot 53. Timing. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Davante Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Block now to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Denver.
On 1st down, Locke. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Wait. Check 24. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
first down throw for Winston. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 125. 53. Mike. What's the run? They're running it. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun. Winston. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
48-yard line.
Now Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Following the interception, Winston. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards There's the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Mike 54. Mike 54. What we got? What we got? What we got? Slam. Slam. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter.
Winston's
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Taylor. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This is Hines. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Hamler now to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. Open man. He completes it to Judy. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third down. The Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. From the gun, it's Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 12, Lock. This is the tight end fan. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Locke going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw it is Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
36-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Winston. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Ready? Watch, watch. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 6 down. Check that. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check. Press down. Green, come see. Mike 5-4. Check. Wait.
1st and 10, Taylor now. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier, Justin Simmons on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. So we got man. Bang, wait. Bang. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
They run once more with Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts add on to their lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Check right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
Heavy.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
On first down, it's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Follow.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Colts on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I'm scared. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I'm here all day.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick, and some room to maneuver. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. from just inside the 20, a short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Lindsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
Football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Clock now on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
One final try for Locke. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
32.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That